Hi everybody, it's time for another workout. So usual pattern, 10 minutes, 10 exercises, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Do it as many times as you like, modify as you like, have some fun. No equipment needed unless you want a mat for your hands or knees. Okay, let's get ready to rock. Okay, so your first move, just a little something to warm you up. We've got some butt kicks to begin with.
3, 2, 1, go.
So just pick your heels up and aim for your butt. I think it helps to put your hands behind you, but you don't have to, obviously. Oh, bye Daisy. Mind the cat. Option, obviously, you can take it down to a little jog if you prefer, or even a march if you want, or you can slow it down and you can just do a walking butt kick if you like. Either way, keep your chest lifted, abs braced. You've only got another 15 seconds to go. Last 10 seconds. Try and stay as light on those feet as you can. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, 15 seconds recovery. So, your next move is a squat with a punch. I feel like we need to get rid of a bit of grrr at the moment. So, this should help. Take your feet slightly outside your hips, lift your chest.
1, go.
So just a normal squat, and then as you come up, a punch across the body. So as you do the punch, you'll see that I'm lifting my heel and twisting into it. That just helps to prevent you twisting through your knee, and it gives you a bit more power. As you do the punch, you want the top of your hand to face the ceiling, so you are rotating across. Obviously, if you don't like the rotation, you could just punch forward, or you could just do no punches, or if you don't want to do the squat, you could just punch, right? Whatever you fancy. Either way, give it a bit of grrr. You've only got about 8 seconds to go. Come on. Last
3,
2, 1. Okay, next up is a lunge with a hop. So it doesn't matter which leg you start on, but try and remember which one it was. I'm trying. So I'm going to take this leg back first. 3, 2, 1. So it's a big lunge behind you and then up into a hop. Step back into a lunge, up into a hop. So take time. You might be a bit wobbly like me, and that's fine. Options. You can just do a knee lift, or you can just do a tap in if you prefer. If you are doing the hop, push through your heel. Remember, as you step backwards, back heel stays off the floor, chest stays lifted. Halfway there. So I've got dodgy feet, as we know, so my lunges are not going to be very deep. That's okay. You've only got another, what's that, 8 seconds to go? Easy peasy. Squeeze your butt as that knee comes up.
2,
1, last one. Okay, next one. You do a little jump forward, and then you're going to shuffle backwards. So just be careful if your floor's tiled. My floor is quite slippery, so I'm going to take this quite easy. It's a bit better on a wooden floor, to be honest. So you're going to do a big squat jump forward, and then you're going to shuffle backwards. Jump forwards, shuffle back. So you want to make sure that you land with your heels first, just like you would if you're doing a normal squat jump. And then as you shuffle backwards, obviously, go onto your toes and keep it nice and low. So you want to keep those knees bent as you go back. And obviously, if you've got more space, you can jump further forward if you can. Use your arms to help you, give you a bit of momentum, keep the chest lifted. Make sure as you land, you're bending your knees, but your butt goes back and down, okay? You've only got another 6 seconds to go.
3,
2, 1. Okay, lunge hop on the other leg. So hopefully you remember which leg it is. I'm going to take this one back. I think that's right. Obviously, make sure you're doing a different leg. You'll probably realise pretty soon. 3, 2, 1. So, lunge back and then into a hop. Lunge back, into a hop. Options, a knee lift instead, if you prefer, or a little tap down. As you hop, remember, push through the heel. That's going to give you the lift. You can do any arms you like. I feel like these arms sort of give me the momentum to lift up, but if you don't like them, switch it. And as always, remember, as I said before, back in off the floor, chest lifted the whole time. You've only got another 11 seconds to go. Don't worry if you're a bit wobbly. I'm definitely a little bit wobbly. Getting wobblier by the day. 2, 1. Okay, next up, you've got a squat, walk side to side. So you're going to take your feet side to side. You're just going to move over so I've got a bit of space. I also call this a crab walk. You'll see why.
2.
Come down into a squat,
Go.
and then little tiny walks side to side, like a crab. It helps if you do crab hands. See, crab hands. You can be any crab you like. You can be a normal crab, you could be a fiddler crab, waving his claw around. You could be a hermit crab, you could be a dress crab, whatever you like. Or you can not be a crab at all. That's also fine. I'm gonna be a crab. I like it. So make sure you've got your weight in your heels, butts back and down. So as always, chest is up, crab pincers at the ready. You've only got 10 seconds to go. And go back to being a fiddler crab, waving his big claw around. You've only got another 3 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, next up is a plank with a shoulder tap. So you may want to use a mat for this one. You're going to start in a plank position. So you want your wrists directly under your shoulders.
2, 1.
And then just tap to the opposite shoulder. So remember, body weight is forward, shoulders directly over your wrists. Your option, put your knees down. Or don't do the shoulder tap. It's fine. Okay, your shape in the front. So it's a light tap. Your goal is to not twist too much through the body and to try and make sure you keep your butt roughly in line with your shoulders and back, definitely no higher. Take your time, go with whichever pace works for you. You've only got another 6 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, next up, an alternating, rotating side plank. So I'm going to start on my hands. There is an option to do it on your forearms if you prefer. Come into the plank position again.
2.
Shoulders over your wrists. And then you're going to rotate all the way up to one side, back, and then across to the other side. Now, the important thing with this, and I'll just move forward so you can hopefully see my feet, is as you come over, I want you to come to the side of your feet, side of your trainers, okay? So try and make sure you're doing that, rather than just twisting through the hips. Options, knees down. If you're getting the knee down, you just left one knee as you turn and leave the other one down. Other option, you could do this on your forearms if you prefer. If you're going to do that, you're best off holding this position with your forearms, okay? But whatever you feel comfortable doing is fine.
3, 2,
1. Okay, next up, we've got a push up with a knee to elbow. So, knees to start with. If you want to go on your toes, that's cool. But I'm going to coach you with your knees to begin with. This is quite challenging.
2,
Hands outside your mat, body weight forward. A normal push up. And then you come onto your toes and you bring one knee forward. Knees back down, another push up, one knee forward. So, as always, guys, you want to make sure that body weight is forward so that your chest comes between your hands. And then as the knee comes in, your butt stays roughly in line with your shoulders. Options, you could stay on your knees
halfway
the
there.
whole time, and that's absolutely fine. Or you could stay on your toes the whole time. Also fine. Whatever you prefer. I'd like you to look ahead of you on the floor, about a metre ahead of you. Make sure that your chest is coming down between your thumbs. Obviously your option is not to do the knees.
3, 2, 1.
Right, one more move. This is just a plank with a step forward. So, sorry, it is a bit planky today. That's all right. So you're going to come into your plank position again.
1.
Shoulders over wrists, and then one foot steps forward, then it goes back. Other foot steps forward, by Safi, then it goes back. And you continue in that form. So, options. Don't step forward with your knee. Do a little step instead of coming all the way forward. That's also fine. Or you can do this from your knees, and you can still do the step forward. That's fine. So when you do the step forward, you want to tuck your butt. See, my butt's down, not up. So keep it tucked in. You've only got another 12 seconds to go and then you're done. That whizzed by, didn't it? Yeah. Another 5 seconds. And you're done. And that's it. Another 10 minutes in the bag. So thanks very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you soon. Bye.